Stop for a moment. What I am about to tell you might make you angry, or it might finally set you free from a life of fatigue. We are facing a nutrition crisis that no one talks about. It is a paradox where we eat more than ever, yet our cells are starving. Imagine your blood is a golden river, packed with life-saving nutrients and vitamins flowing through your body every second of every single day of your life. But there is a tragedy occurring. Those nutrients are trapped in the flow, unable to reach the very cells that are dying for their energy and support. You might be taking dozens of pills and the most expensive supplements, but they are simply passing through you without ever entering your cellular home. The medical system has failed to explain the most basic truth. If your microcirculation is blocked, you are essentially starving in a sea of plenty. Today, we are going to decode the mystery of the golden flow and learn why your cells have been locked away from their primary source of life. To understand this, we must dive deep into the world of capillary collapse, a phenomenon that silently accelerates aging after we pass the age of 60. A healthy capillary is flexible and wide, allowing life to pulse through. But as we age, these tiny vessels begin to narrow and eventually collapse completely. When these vessels collapse, the delivery system breaks down. No matter how high your blood sugar is, the energy simply cannot reach the target destination. This is where the aquaporin channels come in. These are the water gates of your cells, and in many people, these gates are permanently locked shut. Simultaneously, your insulin receptors become isolated. They are surrounded by a toxic swamp of stagnant fluid, making them invisible to the hormones that carry energy. Capillary collapse leads to a double disaster. Nutrients cannot get in, and metabolic waste cannot get out, leaving your cells swimming in their own toxic pollution. When your capillaries collapse, you lose the ability to regulate your internal environment. This is the root cause of what many call chronic insulin resistance. Without the activation of these water channels, your cells become dehydrated at a profound level, even if you are drinking gallons of water every day. Your body has nearly 60,000 miles of capillaries. If this network fails, your entire biological infrastructure begins to crumble from the inside out. We call this cellular isolation. Your cells are like houses on a street where the roads have been washed away and the power lines are cut. If we do not fix the transport system, no diet, no exercise, and no medicine will ever be truly effective in restoring your lost vitality. The equation is simple but deadly. Capillary collapse leads directly to receptor isolation, which leads to the slow death of your cellular metabolism and health. Consider the tragedy of the aging process. Many people over 60 stop feeling the sensation of thirst, even as their bodies are literally drying up. This isn't just forgetfulness, it is a breakdown of the biological signaling system. The brain no longer receives the message that the cells are screaming for hydration. You might see swelling in your ankles or puffiness in your face, thinking you have too much water. In reality, your cells are bone dry inside. The medical response is often to prescribe diuretics, which flush even more water out of your system, further starving the cells that are already thirsty. The healthcare system focuses on managing symptoms with chemistry, while completely ignoring the physical structure of how water and nutrients actually reach the cell. It is a massive oversight. We are taught what to eat, but never how to ensure that what we eat actually makes it past the capillary wall. Your body is like a garden. You can pour water on top, but if the soil is packed too tight, the roots will never taste a drop. If you feel tired, heavy, and disconnected, please hear me. This is not just old age. This is a mechanical failure of your internal transport system. I want you to know that this loss of vitality is not your fault. You were simply never given the tools to maintain your golden flow. But today, we stop the decline. We are going to implement a protocol that reopens the roads and brings the energy back to your waiting cells. Let us move away from the pain of the past and look toward the science of the future. The solution is simpler than you think. Introducing the 3S protocol, a 3-step method designed to reactivate your golden flow and wake up your body's dormant transport systems through targeted action. The first S stands for stretching. This isn't about flexibility for sports. It is about opening the interstitial spaces between your tissues to allow fluid movement. When you stretch, you are literally decompressing your capillaries, giving them the physical room they need to expand and carry blood to the furthest reaches. Think of it as unkinking a garden hose. By lengthening the body, you allow the stagnant fluids to finally move and clear out metabolic waste. Just 10 minutes of specific, gentle stretching can begin the process of rehydrating tissues that have been dry for years, restoring your natural internal flow. The second S is for steam. Controlled heat therapy is one of the most powerful ways to force your microvessels to dilate and become flexible again. When your body temperature rises slightly, your heart pumps blood into the tiny capillaries that are usually dormant, effectively flushing the entire system with fresh nutrients. This thermal flush pushes blood through the collapsed areas, reopening the gates and allowing the golden flow to reach the very edges of your body. Steam therapy isn't just a luxury. It is a biological necessity for maintaining the elasticity of your vast vascular network as you age into your prime. By combining heat with hydration, we create a pumping effect that forces the aquaporin channels to engage and pull water back into the hungry cells. The third and most advanced S is singlet oxygen. This is a breakthrough technology that changes the energy state of the air you breathe. Unlike regular oxygen, singlet oxygen helps your cells utilize energy without creating the harmful free radicals that typically cause oxidative stress and cellular aging. It acts as a master key, unlocking the mitochondria and allowing them to burn fuel cleanly and efficiently, even if the capillary flow is still recovering. This specialized oxygen therapy bridges the gap, providing immediate energy to your starving cells, while the other two S's work to rebuild the transport roads. Together, stretching, steam, and singlet oxygen form a perfect trinity of healing, designed to wake up the delivery system that has been sleeping for decades. Meet Mark. At 72, he was struggling with rising blood sugar and constant fatigue. He felt like his body was slowly shutting down on him. After just 3 months of applying the 3S protocol and structured hydration, his HbA1c dropped from 8.5 to 6.2. His doctor was absolutely stunned by the change. He didn't just change his numbers, he changed his life. Mark is now back on his bike, enjoying mornings that used to be spent in bed. And then there is Elaine. At 75, she suffered from chronic fatigue that made even simple gardening feel like an impossible, exhausting mountain to climb. Once she reopened her golden flow, her energy levels skyrocketed. She stopped focusing on what she ate and started focusing on how her body moved. These aren't miracles. They are the result of basic biological principles being applied correctly. When you fix the delivery system, the body heals itself naturally. Mark told me he feels 20 years younger, not because he is taking a magic pill, but because his cells are finally being fed again. You can see it in their skin, in their eyes, and in the way they move. This is what it looks like when the golden flow is restored. Aging doesn't have to be a slow decline into darkness. It can be a vibrant, golden chapter of life if you know how to maintain your flow. They are living proof that your cells are not dead. They are just waiting for the roads to be rebuilt and the gates to be opened. Now, the choice is yours. Will you continue to let your cells starve? Or will you take the first step toward reclaiming your internal golden flow? I am inviting you to join our 14-day challenge. 2 weeks of simple, structured hydration and the 3S protocol to see what your body can do. 14 days to revive. Don't change your diet yet. Don't change your meds. Just fix the transport system and watch the transformation begin from within. Your body has an incredible ability to heal if you just give it the right environment. Start today and let the golden flow return to your life. Click the link below to get the full guide. Your cells are waiting for you. Let us begin this journey together right now. See you there.